I love your sweatshirt, by the way.
Oh, thanks. Do you know this brand?
Yes, I have the camo tee and the coffee mug.
Yeah. The nurses. Welcome everybody to the morning meltdown last 90 nutrition call to kick off for what we're going to be doing. So I just wanted to get on tonight to make sure that we are all on the same page for, this is my alarm going off telling me to get on the call. Go over everything, make sure everybody's questions get answered, and make sure that we are all on the same page for nutrition. If you don't know this already, nutrition is everything. You can work out every single day, but if you do not at least make an effort with your nutrition, you're not going to get the results you want. So 100 days, 100 workouts in, you're going to be like, damn it, Ashley, I wish I would have done the nutrition from the beginning, and I wish I would have listened to you. And that happens all the time, so don't be that person. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to start by going into the program materials for Morning Meltdown, because a lot of people are going to be doing Morning Meltdown that don't have access to it yet. So we're just going to pop into the program materials and take a look. So everything, if you didn't buy a Morning Meltdown Challenge Pack or an accessories bundle, that means that all of the program materials are digital for you. So you can go right in here and look at everything that we have in book form. Like the hardcover B100 book is here, the nutrition is here, and then the calendar is here. I highly recommend printing the calendar if you didn't get the dry erase calendar, because A, it's fun, B, it's fun. It's fun to tick off things off of the list. And you can kind of see where you are with things. So every phase has 20 workouts. It's in a set of 10 days, there's a different workout for every day out of 10. Out of the 10 days, there are 2 rest and recovery days. One is like it's called Freestyle Flow. It's kind of like a yoga inspired. The other day is going to be called Revive. It's more like just like a stretchy. All the workouts are 20 to 30 minutes, and they do get progressively harder as you go along. There's 2 modifiers in each workout, and that is the best money spot. One of the coach websites that I'm a part of, they have been saying, it's an older coach and she works with older clients, and she says this is by far the best program for modifiers because there's 2 available in it. And for any of you that have done other programs with us before, you know that you have to do what works for you, what is going to make you keep the best form so you don't get an injury, because we don't want that, and what you can handle. So listen to your body. If you have to, I modify still all the time. We all modify. So just listen to your body, listen to what you can do, and just go with that. And if you feel something feels weird, just modify. So you are going to start with cardio on Tuesday. It's kind of like a ball buster for the first workout of the whole program, but then you're going to get a good group going and it'll be good. So print off the calendar, tick off what you're doing, hang it up somewhere, be proud of it because it's fun, and you should be proud every time you tick off a single workout. So we are doing the last 90. So that means to get 100 workouts in before the end of the year, you are going to have to double up a couple times. So if you think about maybe doubling up at least 1 time a week, that'll get you to the end of the year and finish the program strong. So the B100 book is here. This is like a motivational personal development book. It has check-ins every single day. If you don't want to use all of your printer ink to print out the B100 book, you don't have to, but at least take a look at the content. This is like where we all sign that we're committing to the 100 days. Every day, let me just get down to the every day. There's a place for you to write your measurements. Everybody needs to do measurements and pictures. You don't have to show anybody. You don't have to tell me your measurements. You don't have to tell your coach your measurements or your pictures. Do it for yourself. Do it for yourself, because after you do 40 workouts, you're going to want to look back and see how far you've come. So there's a bunch of stuff. So if you don't want to print out the B100 book because you don't have a printer, you don't have the ink, whatever, get out a notebook and at least do these things every day. What is your commitment level? Like, you can do this on any random, if you're anything like me, I have about 15 empty notebooks laying around here. Get out a notebook, write what your commitment level is, write what your why is, write what your positive intention for the day is, whether it's, I'm going to be on track with my nutrition today. I'm going to get up and get everything done in the morning. I am going to be more patient today. Whatever it is, doesn't have to be workout related, doesn't have to be nutrition related, just be intentional. So I talk about being intentional all the time. What that means is doing things on purpose. not waiting for things to happen to you, not passively going through life. On purpose, I'm going to eat off my meal plan. On purpose, I'm going to get up early and do my workout. On purpose, I'm going to hit my water goal. Do it on purpose. You have to be intentional. That's what that means. And then committing to tomorrow's workout today. So every day when I finish my workout, I'm saying that tomorrow morning I'm going to get up at 6 a.m. and do my workout. So if you don't want to print the B100 book, like I said, get an old notebook, whatever you have laying around, and just set some intentions for yourself. Stay connected to your why because it's so important. And then nutrition. So everybody that I have doing Morning Meltdown, I am recommending doing our portion fix normal Beachbody nutrition with the color-coded containers. If you don't have the color-coded containers, we're going to talk about like what the equivalents are. But the nutrition guide that comes with Morning Meltdown is different in the sense that it has you eating like certain meals throughout the day. It's not like you get 5 servings of veggies, you get 4 servings of proteins. It's not like that, like the normal Beachbody portion fix. This is more of eating in separate, I'll show you, separate calorie brackets. So this is the Morning Meltdown nutrition. It has you going by your weight, classifying you in a plan based on your calorie bracket to lose weight. If you are losing weight, you're going to look at this like it is. So if I weigh 155 pounds, I'm going to be in plan A. Plan A is going to make me lose weight. If I don't want to lose weight and I want to eat in maintenance, I'm going to go up to plan B. Same for you. If you're 180 pounds and you don't want to lose any weight, you go up to plan C. If you want to lose weight, you go in plan B. Do not cut corners with this. If it says you're going to be, if it says you're supposed to be in plan B, be in plan B. Don't eat in plan A. Don't eat in plan C. Stay in your plan because it's made for a reason. It's made like this for a reason. I've seen this nutrition work for so many people. You just have to trust the process. So a lot of people, when they sign up, they're like, this is so much food. I don't know how I'm going to eat this many vegetables. I don't eat this many fruits. Is it too many carbs? It's not. It's perfect. Your body, your metabolism is going to speed up. If you're not used to eating this much, do your best and just try to get as much of it in as you can. So it gives you the calorie brackets, and then it has you eating separate meals per day. I am not personally recommending to follow this because if I followed this plan, I would only be eating 3 meals a day. And I don't live in that life. Like, it has me eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I'm like, no. So for all of my clients, I've been having you go and just do the normal Beachbody nutrition. If you've been with us before, it's the same nutrition. That's the Transform 20 is the easiest one to look at because this is going to give you the nutrition broken down without having to have the containers. So if you go to Transform 20, you go to nutrition, it's the normal Beachbody nutrition guide. This is the basic, back to basics, works. This is how I lost however many pounds, 30 pounds at the beginning, is using this nutrition. So if you go to this, it's going to have the same setup that the other one had. It's going to give you the different calorie brackets based on your weight. You find out which one you're in, and then it gives you a certain amount of color-coded containers per day. So you take that number and you go with that, and we'll talk more about that as soon as this page loads. Okay, so Beachbody Nutrition Guide, this is what we're going to use. So here it is. Different plans based on your weight. So we're all women on this call. So based on your weight here, look at your plan, get a piece of paper, write it down. So if I'm in plan A, I get 3 servings of veggies, 2 servings of fruit, 4 of red proteins, 2 yellows, etc. Keep scrolling down. It talks about the supplements. All of the supplements are free except for Shakeology. Energize doesn't count as a color. Hydrate doesn't count as a color. Shakeology counts as a protein. This gives you your list of all your foods. So if you're allowed to have 3 servings of vegetables a day, it's all here, and it's all based on not having a container. So if you had say you did have the containers at home because you did 21-day fix with me, or you did ultimate portion fix with me, whatever, you have containers, and those containers are equivalent to these. 1 cup, 1 cup, 1 cup. It's all down there, 1 cup. You get the gist. You can get measuring cups out, use them that way. We do sell the containers online. They're $10 for customers, $7 for coaches. If you want a set of containers, get some, but you don't have to have them. That's why I'm showing you this nutrition, because you don't have to have them to follow this one specifically, because it's broken down in a measuring cup way. So it has all of the containers. Now I'm going to interject here and tell you that there is an app called Nutrition Plus. It's free on iPhone. It is this orange button there. Nutrition Plus app. It's a free app through Beachbody, free with your membership. You download it and you can plug in your numbers. So it'll let you change when you first log in. It gives you the squares, like the color coded squares. And these are the meals that I've eaten today, because I've been trying to get my life together over here. So it has the different colors, and at the top right of the different colors, there's an edit button. So if you hit edit, you can dial it up. So you can customize it to be in your meal plan. So you can dial it up to 3 for the vegetables, to 4 for the fruits, whatever bracket you're in. And then throughout the day, you can tack it off. So this was my breakfast. So for my breakfast, I hit breakfast, and then I dialed up whatever ones I used. So it's a running count throughout the day of what I'm eating, so that right now I just ate dinner and I still have a fruit left and a vegetable left for my portion. So I can maybe have that as like a bedtime snack. Or usually by now in the day, I don't have anything left and I'm like, can't eat anything else for the rest of the day. So a big thing is snacking at night. So sometimes you do need to save like a fruit, or if you like eating raw vegetables, save a raw vegetable for the nighttime, so you're not snacking on all of the carbs that are in the pantry. So you can track your meals throughout the day. These are my exact meals that I ate all day today, and that's it. And then tomorrow it'll reset all to 0. And another cool thing about this is that these lists that I have on my screen, if I click on the green container, it pops up all of what greens are. So it has a running list of all of the foods that are on my screen right now. So if you're at the grocery store and you're like, I need to get some vegetables, but I don't have, better log on to Beachbody On Demand and try to find my food list. No, it's on your app. You just tap on the color and it'll get you there. Another cool thing about the app is it connects you right to the Beachbody blog. So there's a ton of recipes there at the bottom that you can get connected with. And we'll go over that too here in this little slideshow that we got going. So all of your containers are here. Pay attention to it. Maybe keep it basic. If you're like new to this nutrition, you feel like you need a lot of help. You feel like it's a lot. It is a lot if you're new, but pick a couple things you like. I like to make things that are simple, but they can be transformed into multiple things. Like if I make a bunch of grilled chicken, I can put grilled chicken on a lettuce wrap. I can make a burrito bowl. I can put it on a salad. I can do a bunch of things with just normally seasoned chicken. Same thing with hard-boiled eggs. I always have hard-boiled eggs around. They're super versatile. If I'm having some vegetable soup that I made that doesn't have any protein in it, I'll have a couple hard-boiled eggs with it. So take a look at the food list. Try to do a couple things at the beginning. Don't go crazy and buy 5 different things off there, because you won't eat all that. But keep it simple, and then come back to the food list. Because if you start getting bored in a month and you're like, God, I can't eat this freaking chicken anymore because Ashley told me, go back to the food list and be like, oh, I guess maybe I could start incorporating some yogurt, or I could do egg whites instead of regular eggs, or I could do some squab if you like squab. But you know what I mean. So come back to the food list. Also, one thing to keep in mind with these food lists is they are in order of nutritional value. So the things at the top of the list are the most nutritious. So think about this. Sweet potatoes at the top of the carb list. Look what's at the bottom. Rice cakes. So it's on the food list. You can have it because it's in your meal plan. But this is why it's important to eat a variety of things. Don't eat rice cakes every single day, because they're at the bottom of the list. It's basically like eating cardboard. I mean, I like rice cakes, but I do try to eat things that are closer to the middle or top. But it's on the list. You can have it. Just don't have rice cakes every day. Don't have tortillas every day. Mix it up. Your body likes the variety. It's like tricking it into absorbing different types of nutrients. Healthy fats, they're all here. It's most of it in counts. It's self-explanatory. Free foods, this is water, lemon, lime juice. Lemon or lime juice goes so far on a salad, you guys, or in a burrito bowl. You feel like you need ranch. I used to be a ranch fiend. I would have ranch on everything. Fries, all of the things. I love ranch. But once you like cut it out and you realize you don't need it, like use some lemon or lime juice on your salad instead. Use a little bit of vinegar and a little bit of olive oil instead. You can have salad dressing, make it a vinaigrette, a non-creamy one, and that'll be good. There's a ton of salad dressing recipes that I'll show you too that come with your membership. Seeds and dressings. I feel like this is a hard one for people because they're like, Ashley, I don't eat salad every day. I always have an orange container left over. Well, you better start liking sunflower seeds then. Sometimes the difference between me eating off the chicken nuggets off my kids' plates while I'm making dinner, because they're usually eating while I'm making dinner, is I'll eat some sunflower seeds because I'm not having a salad for dinner. So where does this fit in? I'll have some sunflower seeds while I'm making them dinner. Or at night, if I'm hungry and I'm going to bed and I have an orange container left because I didn't have a salad all day, maybe I'll have some unsweetened coconut. It's actually very satisfying for a sweet tooth. So you got to just be open-minded with it, and just trust the process. Shakeology bases and milks. So however you're making your Shakeology, if you're drinking it, just be mindful of it. I think that Autumn Calabrese, the creator of the Ultimate Portion Fix, she goes by these guidelines. So I use almond milk in my Shakeology, but I don't use 8 ounces like it calls. Like 8 ounces is 1 teaspoon is what is considered. I use about 4 ounces. She says if you're using 4 ounces, just don't even count it. Because if I'm using unsweetened almond milk, it's about 30 calories per 8 ounces. What is that, 15 calories? That's like the difference between whether or not I use lemon in my water or not, you know? So if you're using that little amount of something, like if you're like a half of a serving of this, then don't count it for the Shakeology basis. There's some sample meal plans on here. There's a ton of sample meal plans. Like I talked to so many people that are like, I need meal plans. I need recipes. They're all here. You just have to look. There's a ton of recipes in this nutrition program. There's one in here that's so good and it's so basic. What is it? It's the cauliflower mash that I make this. This counts as only a green container. And it's just these things, cauliflower and seasonings. It's so good. So just try new things, maybe try one new thing a week and just try to be open-minded. So there's a ton of recipes here. So again, this is the Transform 20 nutrition. This is regular Beachbody nutrition. The Morning Meltdown Nutrition Guide is great for recipes too. So if you're in here, there's a bunch of recipes in the Morning Meltdown Nutrition Guide at the bottom. If I can get there. So she has this tempeh breakfast bowl for a vegetarian option, has all the ingredients, how to make it, the nutritional information, and then it breaks it down in the color coded, which every recipe that you get from Beachbody, from the Beachbody blog, will have it broken down into these colors so that it takes the guesswork out of like, I wonder if this soup is a green and a yellow, or maybe it's a red. Like it takes the guesswork out of it. So by using these recipes that are given to you by Beachbody, you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so back to this. So we covered Morning Meltdown, into nutrition more. The nutrition tab on Beachbody On Demand gives you access to, these are bought programs at the top, but you can go down and go to, there's a Shakeology channel that has a bunch of recipes for Shakeology, and then there's Fixate. Fixate is a valid tool for anybody following our nutrition because like I said, it gives you the broken down container system. And I'm going to tell you that we have a huge advantage with this because the 21-day fix has been out for so long that there are, millions of recipes on Pinterest that are broken down and containerized. So if you go into Fixate, you go into resources, you go to recipes, and you go to this. So there's extra bonus recipes down here at the bottom that are newer recipes that they've come up with. The original recipe list is here. So if you open this, it's an interactive list. So if you scroll down, it kind of breaks down what you're going to see. So it breaks it down into breakfast, lunch, and dinner, snacks, appetizers, drinks, whatever. It'll tell you if it's gluten-free, vegan, vegetarian, and then it'll have the container counts at the top, ingredients, how to make it. I like things that don't have a million ingredients. I don't want to go buy some weird parsnip, weird things that I am like not normally going to have at my house. I don't usually make recipes like that. But once in a while, like I said, mix it up. So breakfast muffins, click on it, takes you right there, tells you what the container count is, what the ingredients are, and how to make it. Super easy. And then it also has the nutritional information. This is broken. So you hear a lot of things online about macros, like counting macros. It's like a very trendy thing right now. Beachbody Nutrition is macros. It is macros. It's 40, 30, 30, like 40% carbs, 30% protein, 30% fat. So it is macros, but it takes the guesswork out of it. I don't know if any of you have counted macros before, but it's a pain and it's a mind suck. Like, I feel like I actually counted macros with Beachbody Nutrition just so that I could like talk to my clients and my coaches about it. And it's the same macros as like a bodybuilding. So like a lean diet is what it basically is, a lean nutrition plan. So that's Fixate. I think that's, let me just say anything else about that. And then the blog. The blog is big. I get a lot of recipes from the blog. I get a lot of Shakeology inspiration from the blog. If you start getting bored with your Shakeology, sometimes it's the difference of like buying different frozen fruits to put in it instead of what you've been using. I use triple berry blend in my Shakeology for like ever, and I was getting so bored. And I'm like, Ashley, just go buy some peaches. So if you go on the blog, you can go to recipes, and there's a ton. There's so many recipes. It's categorized. There's like endless amount of things. You just have to look for it. And like today I sat down and I spent, not very much time. What I do is I get online, I find a couple recipes that I like for dinner, and I get on either my grocery delivery app if I'm using that day, or I'll get a manual, like pen and paper grocery list. And I just make a grocery list for the recipes that I want to make, plus whatever stuff I'm buying for the kids or for my husband. And I just go shopping and get that stuff. Like, I do not make it complicated. And then I make extra. I make extra dinners every night that I cook. Like tonight I made vegetable soup. I have so much freaking vegetable soup in there. I guarantee like half of it's going to maybe go in the freezer or maybe go in the trash because there's so much of it. But that's what I want, because I want to make sure there's stuff in my fridge that I can eat. As far as when to have things, when not to have things, I'm going to stop my share. People ask me a lot about like, should I drink my Shakeology before my workout, after my workout? Whenever it feels best for you. I like my Shakeology in the afternoon because I feel like it gives me like a boost of energy. It has a lot of nutrients in it. So when I have like the afternoon drag, I have my Shakeology then. But some people like it in the morning. Some people like it, midday for their lunch, whatever works for you. I personally can't have that much volume in my work or in my stomach when I'm going to work out. So another thing is that I highly recommend eating before you work out. It's like, if you start eating before your workout, you will see a significant difference, I promise you, in your performance during your workout. I think that even if you can, any type of carb, whether sometimes if I'm running late and I don't have time like to have a purposeful meal, I'll have a half a banana with some peanut butter on it. Most days what I have before my workout is 2 hard-boiled eggs and a Kodiak waffle, which is like a protein whole grain waffle with peanut butter on it, almost every single day for my workout. I purposefully eat most of my carbs. I front load them in the day. I usually save one of my yellow carbs for dinner because I like to have carbs with my dinner. It makes me satisfied through the evening so I don't feel like I need to snack all night. But if you think about it, if you put most of your carbs in the part of your day where you're most active during your workout, when you're rushing off to work, when you're out doing your errands, whatever, your body's going to use them. It's not going to store them as fat in your body. So I purposely do that all the time, and it really makes a big difference. So that, and then making sure you're drinking enough water. Should be half your body weight in ounces. So if I weigh 160 pounds, half of that is 80. I need to have 80 ounces of water per day minimum. I will tell you that last week I did not feel good for like 3 or 4 days. I was just like off. I did not feel good. And I know 100% it was because I was running a ton. So I had a lot of insensible water losses, which means a lot of water losses through sweat, through heavy breathing, through working out. My body was using more fluids. I had too many alcoholic drinks on the weekend because we were out like multiple nights. So dehydrated, number one, from all my workouts and not drinking the bare minimum, dehydrated number 2 from alcohol, and probably too much caffeine. And then I had my period start. So all of those things accumulated into flu-like symptoms. I am not kidding you. So I literally doubled my water goal for 3 days. I incorporated our rehydration powder that we have, and I am back to 100%. The bloat is gone. Like, you will see a dramatic difference in your digestion, your bloat, your performance, all of that stuff if you just drink your water. And if you're thirsty, you're dehydrated. You just think of it that way. So, what questions does everybody have?
I have a question.
Okay, go.
If we have containers left over pretty close to the end of the night, do you eat just to use up your containers because we should be sticking to this particular calorie goal? Or if I have leftover containers, like, what if I'm not hungry, but I have basically, it could be a whole nother snack worth of containers still available? Like,
Yeah.
what do you do if you have leftovers?
I would probably eat them.
Okay.
It's good for your metabolism to keep you going with the calories. But it's kind of up to you. And then if you do eat them, like the next day, maybe be like, okay, so I had that fruit left over and I had that veggie left over. How can I work them into my day so that I'm not eating after dinner? Because that's my goal every day, is to not eat after dinner.
Yeah. I don't like eating after dinner because then I feel like I'm sleeping with unburned calories in my stomach.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's like a serving of veggies and a fruit, like usually our fruit
Yeah.
servings are about 60 calories and the veggies probably like 20 to 30, you know what I mean? So it's not that much if you think about it. But if it's the end of the night and you have like 2 carbs, a red and a bunch of teaspoons left over, maybe just be better tomorrow. You know what I mean? One day is not going to make or break your life, but
Right.
it's good. Like, it's good for you too, to be like, okay, so like for me, I haven't been as good about eating my veggies early on in the day. I've been like doubling up at lunch and doubling up at dinner. It's better to spread them out throughout the day, like trying to have some raw veggies in my breakfast, or trying to make sure I get them in my shake if I've been having too much cookie dough is the problem. Shakeology cookie dough. If I do that, I don't get my veggie serving in with my shake. I have to put it somewhere else in my day, and that screws me up completely. So just be more mindful of that, because all of that is important. And if you spread it out, like if you think about vitamins, like people talk about vitamins and how they're so like over potent, like you don't need that much vitamin C, you don't need that much vitamin A. Your body can only absorb so much. If you eat 3 servings of vegetables at dinner because you didn't eat any vegetables all day, your body's only going to be able to absorb so much nutrients from that. So it's better to space them out throughout the day so that your body can get like little like boosts of nutrient throughout the day.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Anybody else? I'm going to stop recording.